Christine's been
They
experiencing...
didn't have audio until about 5 seconds ago.
Oh.
We'll start that again.
Sorry that our streams have been wonky. YouTube kind of changed everything. That's why our autumn stream got messed up. That's why Renee Christine's streams have been kind of crazy. So the entire process that we normally stream with has... Oh, and that lag is like longer than ever.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds or so.
The entire process that we use to stream has changed entirely. So it's probably going to take us a few weeks to completely like nail this down. So if our Q&As seem a little bit weird, that's the reason why. But regardless, guys, happy Friday. We haven't streamed in, let's see, I think our last stream was the one that crashed, which a lot of you guys weren't able to attend. Yep. The one before that was a week before because we had Pam on. We've had a lot of crazy stuff going on. I'm sure that a lot of you guys know that we also live in the Dayton area, so things have been kind of crazy. We did have a shooting, last week? Was it a week ago? So things have been pretty wonky around here, but we're trying to get back to normal and maintain our normal like weekly Q&A schedule. And you guys can expect something really, really awesome to upload tomorrow around 9 a.m. Eastern time. So you guys, if you were on my email list, you would have received an email about that this morning at the bottom of your Q&A announcement. So be sure to scroll down to the bottom so you can see what that is. But let's see. Why does Nate look like he's in a timeout? It's
because I'm so far back compared to everybody else on the stream.
Let's see. Ooh.
I'm not that far back, but just the way they angle their camera makes it a little silly.
Why don't we scoot it down a little bit? Will that help? Like if we
I don't know. Probably.
If we like angle it down, I'm probably hurting it more than I'm helping. Oh well. All right, guys, let's see. Your sign off will be delayed as well and cut you off if you don't give it a second. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're kind of we're anticipating that, but that's okay. All right, guys. Make sure that you go down below and get my autumn cheat sheets. Since a lot of you missed our last stream where we talked about autumn trends, I went ahead and linked those down below so you can grab them. So there's, if for any reason you weren't able to access last week's stream, those are down there. Other than that, I don't think we have any other news for our usual 10-minute spiel. So
it's been relatively quiet.
Barbara's here, Sandra's here. I was thinking the same thing about Nate and timeout. Jennifer, yes. Funny, did I miss it? Did you miss what? I don't know.
Probably the stream that crashed.
Oh, it's still up. It's just the thumbnail of my face. So look for that one. It's the only one that's different. Hope you had a great birthday, Nate.
Thank you.
Let's see. I thought it was my PC. Hi, everyone. Yes, our sound is working now. So, for those who are joining us for the very first time, we hang out for the first 10 minutes of every video and wait for our alphas to get online. But today, I'm going to be talking about the psychology of trends and why trends are actually rooted in our psychology, and then we'll talk about a few examples of some viral brands that just really lead in trends. And you really can't form a trend. We got that question during our last trends video. Somebody asked, how can I start a trend?
It's not really up to you.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to start a trend on your own. You can make a product go viral within a niche, but starting a trend is really hard. Your best bet is to look at what big companies are doing and then start utilizing the trends that they have already established, especially when it comes to colors. And a great example of this would be, I would say about mid last year, the mustard color got huge. Like, it started to blow up. And I remember when this yellow color came out, I hated it. I'm like, why is everything in this ugly yellow color? It was like clothing, just everything. Home decor was all in this funky yellow. And then, for some reason, something in my brain started seeing this yellow over and over again. And I'm like, I kind of like this funky yellow. And then I said to myself, I want a funky yellow and black plaid shirt. And I looked everywhere. And finally I found one, like a funky plaid button up. And then I started buying some plain yellow, like mustard colored shirts. And then I saw a pair of mustard colored Vans that I really liked. I'm like, oh, these will match all my funky mustard colored shirts. So last week I went and I bought the funky colored mustard Vans. And this week, this is the first day, no, yesterday was the first day of the week that I didn't wear a funky mustard colored shirt. When a year and a half ago, I thought this funky color was gross. So that's kind of how trends work. And we're going to be explaining why. Oh, it's noon on the dot. So we're going to be explaining why, like right now. Let's see. Very 70s, I feel. Yes. And my grandma's living room was painted a salmon color. She had these big plastic ball lamps in like olive green. And one was clear like crystal. And one was that funky mustard color in her salmon house, with her golden couch that was like velvet. So all of these colors are coming back, and it's terrifying to say the least.
I think it's cool.
I'm so sick of mustard, and I love the condiment mustard. I don't think I'll ever like the mustard color. I didn't either, but it started to grow on me. The same with burgundy. Last year, everything I wore was burgundy. This year, it's
things
mustard.
where you see it by itself and it's not super appealing, but if it looks good on you, it looks good on you.
I will say, however, you do pull off the mustard color well, Starla. Yes, I think it's my hair. All right. So let's talk a little bit about trends and why they are probably one of the most human things that we do. And this is going to date back way, way, way before, we had proper clothing or handbags or jewelry or anything that really trends. What trends really are is our primal way of trying to fit in. And when you see a herd of people who are all doing the same thing, you might laugh at first. You might think that it's kind of silly at first, but the more that you're exposed to it, the more that your actual structure, the structure of your psychology says you need to be more like this group if you want to fit into this particular niche, this particular crowd. And maybe it'll take seeing just the right person wearing that shirt to say, you know what, I think I do like that funky mustard color. And the reason that we have this natural desire to fit in is so, back in, we'll say caveman days, if you were the guy who didn't fit into the group, if you were the outsider, you were the one who was outside of the cave in the cold, not sharing the fire, not sharing the food. So it really is a primal thing that we have this desire to fit in, and creating these herd mentalities through their products. I mean, companies who do this are absolutely genius, and they do this through hyping their product and creating a lifestyle around it that they know that their target audience aspires towards. And it's really easy for teenagers, and that's why you see most trends, kind of popping up in younger audiences, because they're young and they're very influential, and it's a lot easier to grab the attention and the dedication and the loyalty of these young audiences. But there is hope for us who cater to an older market. You also can really, really appeal to a lifestyle that they want to have through imagery, where they're not necessarily going to school every day and seeing these packs of other kids who are wearing different clothing and feeling like they need to get in and going through all of these, conflicts and crises that you have when you're in high school. You can look online, and maybe you're a housewife and you're taking care of your 2 kids at home, and you watch, some, I don't know any news networks. You're watching TLC, and you see this mom who has this perfect white kitchen and little hints of greenery, which is trending right now. And you think to yourself, man, her kitchen looks great. She's such a great mom. If I do that, I'll be like mom of the year, because I'll have this awesome kitchen and I can make all this cool stuff in it. And me and the kids can stand in the kitchen and make slime, and it'll look like a picture out of a magazine. So that's how these little trends will subtly kind of burrow their way in to our culture. And we see this more with media now than we do, I would say, in public. And now that we have a lot of like celebrities who carry these trends for us, we're able to kind of model what they're doing. And a lot of people will pick a particular celebrity to follow religiously so that they are maintaining that similar lifestyle. Because, who doesn't want to be a celebrity? Who doesn't want to dress like the celebrities? Who doesn't want to have attention like celebrities? And if that means, we'll say, for example, buying a $2,000 pair of shoes just so people know, so people around you know that you spent that money and that you can afford a $2,000 pair of shoes, that's what the culture is. So,
usually,
and do you want to?
That's
well,
usually the culture.
Do you want to touch on that since you're
Here, somebody oh yeah, Linda Sue said clicks in high school. Ew, bad.
Yeah, clicks.
But yeah, that's basically how that works. Is it's a click type thing. Like a shoe just can't have a crazy value like that. It has to be built from somewhere.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. Like,
and it's not like that shoe's made out of $2,000 worth of material. It's people who want to live
it's
like
all that writing that's like on the shoe, or just I don't know, like a brand, like design, like a symbol or something, some type of like lettering or representation that just like says, hey, this is what I am.
Yeah. Sugar Bear gummy hair supplements is the perfect example for me. I agree. I almost bought them just because of the ads, and then Mark was like, read the ingredients on these. And we did, and we're like, oh, this is all stuff that mostly my multivitamin already does. But their marketing is so cute. They've got all these pretty models who have this perfect hair, crazy hair colors, and you say to yourself, wow, I want super crazy colorful hair without it being dead. So then you get on craze with this crazy supplement that's literally marketed everywhere. I constantly get sponsored ads for it, and people start taking notice. So yes, that's a great example. I made it first live. You're probably going to have to watch the replay, too, because you just missed a really good chunk.
A good chunk of it.
A good chunk.
Fit was talking about how big brands will send freebies to celebrities. That way, once they wear
they
it,
get recognized.
Yeah, they get recognized. That's exactly what happens.
I mean, that's great. That's a great idea, too.
It's a lot. I'm not going to say that it's easier than going viral, but I'd say it's probably a more efficient method than trying
one photo. All it takes is one photo for that celebrity.
It's like a PR thing.
Yeah.
If
a celebrity takes one single photo of your product and posts it on Instagram, that's a huge thing. And I'm not saying, like, contact as many celebrities as you can.
For a small brand, it's usually just as hard as sending the product to the person and hoping that they put it on. That's about all you can do.
Exactly. So, guys, we're in like the 7-minute mark. So our intention here was for you guys to ask some questions. Now that you know a bit about how trends work, let's talk about your brands. Let's talk about some things that you sell. How can I make my item go viral? How can I, create a product that people want to build hype around? And we've had a lot of questions about people asking what hype beasts are. Which one of you wants to cover that? Because Anthony's just going to say it's stupid.
What?
And
sorry, I was reading comments.
We've had questions about what hype beasts are.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Just people
There's a particular iDubbbz video.
No.
Show them the iDubbbz video.
No, that might be a bit rough.
It's basically anybody that like is a culture vulture, meaning they just like try to latch on to whatever's going on and like try to take ownership of it, try to make it their own thing, pretend to spin it as if they're the ones that created it, and then
cult followings.
Yeah, but they're not even like, they don't have a following usually. Hypebeasts, for the most part, don't have a following. They're just like the guys that will follow everything to a T. Like, there's no rule breaking. There's no, like, if it's this color and this look, it has to be this color and this look. There's no, like, separation,
Like all the crazy wild colors and camouflage mixes with off yellow.
Anything from Kanye West would probably be considered hypebeast. Anything Supreme, that kind of stuff. It's all just, like, you can't really do your own thing with it. Like, you just have to basically have the item and say, like, hey,
and
like, look.
And who's primarily influenced by, to this extent? Younger people.
Younger kids
who are easily influenced.
And the credit card companies get richer.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, and YouTube for sure.
And I mean, you can see videos of these kids that are just like, it'll be a group of them each taking their turn on camera talking about like each article of clothing and how much it cost, and that's the whole video.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole video. So, I mean, imagine having that brand power where you literally can, just...
Cynthia said, "Ew."
Ew.
Some of them aren't bad. Some of them are pretty... I feel like the younger they are, the worse they usually are.
So the hype beasts don't have true identity or brand equity.
None.
No,
not
no,
really.
and if the culture shifts,
and if
they
do,
shift with it.
Yeah, if they do, they had it before they got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, yeah. So maybe that's not like something to aspire towards, but just the fact that brands are able to build this viral following. Another great example is Starbucks. We've got a coffee maker upstairs. We haven't
used it in months.
It's been like 6 or 7 months.
I've never seen them use it.
Yeah, I made you coffee once, like when we got snowed in. Remember?
Yeah. I do remember that.
We got snowed in on a day that he'd spent the night here because he had a show, and it was real late when we got back. So I made coffee in the morning. And I think that was the only time that I've made coffee because we go to Starbucks every day.
Every day.
And
we've actually not been going to Starbucks. We've been going to a lot of local stores.
Yeah.
Support small business.
Yes,
Support
because
small business.
our small coffee shops are way better.
They're
it's just
so much better.
Sometimes their hours are weird.
Guy in Myers makes the best coffee.
But that's, Starbucks built a huge culture around a seemingly normal product that anybody could make, and they were able to justify premium pricing based on this. And this has a lot to do with their branding, where you walk into this coffee shop and it has the coffee shop feel that Starbucks really revolutionized, where it doesn't feel like going into Dunkin' Donuts. You're going into this nice environment where everything is wood and it's relaxing, and it's a place where you can study, you can work, you can just kind of hang out. And even if you're not going in, even if you're going through that drive-through, you're taking the essence of that with you, and you're saying, I am a part of this, to the point, where people do this every day. They go through Starbucks every day.
Yeah, and I think, who said it was about Cynthia, the trending toy reviews. And I think it all goes back to, I don't know, like when you were a kid and you'd get Christmas presents open and you'd be super excited, you want to show it off to all your friends. I feel like it's a nostalgia kind of thing, and it kind of harkens back to those old feelings, but it's like the adult equivalent. Instead of like, hey, check out this new toy, it's like, hey, check out these pants you can't afford.
Check out
check out these shoes.
Check out this product launch. And even
it's just nostalgic.
As much as I host product launches where I get my fans to rave for Art by Starla more, where I sell my jewelry, and doing our limited releases of Handmade Alpha Academy. And that's not a scarcity thing. That's because we couldn't handle keeping it open all the time. Like, we're just diligent during that 10 days when it's open. But I can understand how they work because I host them, but I still fall victim to them. We've got a clothing line from a brand that I, absolutely love, and we all want a hoodie from this brand, and there's only going to be like 500 items per color. So I've got it on the calendar. I've got an alarm set. I'm ready to buy this because I know it's going to sell out immediately. And I do the same thing, and my audience does the same thing. So it's not something that's bad. Don't feel bad if you've got, a company that you see doing a product launch and they're a big brand and you don't want to, jump on it because of the hype, and you're afraid that people are, you don't want to be a part of that. Because there are a lot of brands who are starting to incorporate this launch style, and it's very, very it's very effective. It's very profitable. It builds I would say like a brand loyalty that you wouldn't receive otherwise. People that are so loyal that they'll set alarms, that they'll mark their calendars, that they'll wait for your products. That's how I've always done my product launches. That's how we teach product launches in Handmade Alpha Academy. We teach you how to, basically build the hype in the weeks before your launch. That way, when you do launch, people are just ready to buy without even thinking. And that's what you want. You want them to buy without thinking. You want those products to launch, they add them to their cart, and they buy them because they know they're going to sell out if they don't. And that's how these brands operate. So there's a lot of benefits here, and I see more brands going this direction soon.
Yeah.
Less product, more hype, which will cause products to sell out
Limited release.
faster. Exactly.
How do you balance scaling to accommodate a viral hype with maintaining the personal relationship to the customer and community?
It just depends on how much you think that you're going to go viral. Like, are you afraid that BuzzFeed is going to feature you and suddenly you're going to have 50,000 people swarm your shop all at once and you're not going to be able to keep up with the demand?
I feel like if you're the kind of shop that does a limited release like what we do with Art by Starla more and what a lot of brands do, I think it's just maintaining consistency. Like, just because you go viral, don't just be like, oh, I'm just going to sell a bunch of stuff for the sake of being able to get all of these customers in there. Like, do your limited releases, maybe raise your products because there's a higher, raise your prices because there's a higher demand. Stick to it and just maintain contact with your community. Make sure you're posting updates when the next launches are going to be. Make sure you're continually communicating with the people that you did make sales with, like on your Facebook pages and stuff. Say, you know, hey, how do you like the product? Consider writing a review. All the normal stuff. Don't alter too much to keep up with that.
And let things sell out. Like, when you go to a website and you see like products that are grayed out that say sold out, you know, they could have taken those down. They have the option to take those listings down after they sell. They want you to see that they sold out. That way, when they relist that product again, you know, oh crap, this was sold out last time I saw it. It's back. It's probably not going to be back for long. And you can do that with your products too. So if you're having a launch on Etsy, you know, putting only in front of almost any number makes people freak out. This hoodie release that I'm about to shop from says only 500. Are going to be available. Only 500 of each color. Maybe they don't even have enough people to buy, you know, 500. For me, I always put only, you know, 10, only 30, only 50. And then the items that sell out, I can just restock those later. So right now we're only launching 50. And then once they sell out, I can start more hype marketing saying, oh, these are coming back. I'm working on more of them. Oh, you have to get them tomorrow. They're launching at this time. And then you launch and you say, okay, these are going to sell out in like a minute. You need to go buy it now. And people will follow these hypes. But it takes a little bit of time. You have to condition people to feel this way. You can't just expect that people are immediately going to flock over a product that they've never heard of or a brand that they don't already have warm, fuzzy feelings for. And then taking that shift where you're saying, okay, you know, now we're all going to walk on a leash together. It doesn't quite work like that just overnight. And I would say that it took about a year to condition my audience to expect these live launches that I host with my own jewelry business. But now it's just how we operate. They just know. They know to expect it. And when somebody new joins the group and doesn't know how it works, my other members will tell them. They'll be like, hey, you know, let me help you out. Here's how it works. Oh, here's a tip. Be sure to do this. Make sure that make sure that you have all your tabs closed so that everything works faster, yada, yada. And they just try to help each other out because they're all, you know, working together. So, and that's kind of how that conditioning works over time, where you've got enough people who are following the herd that if somebody else says, hey, I see your herd, you know, I want to join your herd, they can kind of feed off of it and learn as they go. So
Femla Fits, let's see, no, that wasn't it. Shay, limited releases scare me. Once you say it's limited, how do you go back and offer it again? Does it seem disingenuous if I say limited and then offer it again later?
No,
because you're not referring to the item being limited. You're referring to the launch of the item being limited. You're only releasing X amount of this particular item on this day.
Yeah, if you're doing a limited item, you can say limited item. I will only be making X number of these. They will not be available
for this launch.
No, I'm saying like if she wanted to do them limited, like only having a quantity of 10.
But she's talking about releasing them again.
Yeah, and if you want to launch them again, you do a limited launch of those products and say, I don't know when I'll have them back. That's always
have them back.
Yeah. Right. I don't know if I'll make more.
It's true. You don't. I mean, technically, no one ever knows when they're going to put something back.
Yeah. What if it fails? Like,
you don't know.
You can plan it out. If you decide to bring something back and say, hey, the request for this item was so great that I decided to bring it back and do another launch of it.
Right, exactly. So, or back by popular demand.
And if it's an item that you're always going to have in the shop, don't say that it's a limited release.
Yeah, exactly. If it's a part of your base product line, don't say it's a limited release. You know, Apple isn't going to do a limited release of MacBooks. They're going to always have them available for people to buy, right?
Tech companies, I don't want to get in on tech companies because tech companies absolutely do that.
Okay, well, you know.
Tech companies are the worst when it comes to that kind of stuff.
You're right.
When it comes to marketing, ignore tech companies most of the time because, I mean, Apple and like Samsung and stuff you can usually do okay with, but smaller tech companies just kind of ignore how they do their branding because they're usually pretty dirty.
Let's see.
They just make fun of each other.
Yeah, that's pretty much all they do anymore.
Literally. The whole time.
Apple's got this and we've got that.
All of this makes me feel like I was such a sucker for marketers. Be sure to read the book Predictably Irrational by Dan Ariely if you want to learn about like how
It's the best.
Yeah,
she has me reading it right now.
It will go over like the MIT case studies that will prove how dumb we are. Like, it just tells us like all the things that we should be aware of that we just totally let fly over our heads. Mm-hmm. Like different sales tactics that work on us all the time. And even after you read this book and you're aware of them, like, you know, but then they still work on you because you forget. It's like you can think about it and you know how these sales work, but then when it comes to them working on you, it's a completely different story, and you can't even follow your like own advice.
So anytime I'm in a store and I think I see something that's a good deal, I look around, and if I see that every rack in the store has a sales sticker on it, it's one of those, wait a minute.
That's how JCPenney kind of dug themselves in a hole.
Kohl's. Anytime you go to Kohl's, literally every rack in the store has a bright red
digital sale
discount sign on top of it. Like, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, so that should tell you, don't run sales on your products. Unless it's like one product, one sale, that's fine. Multiple products, multiple sales devalues your actual product.
Exactly. And because people, if you decide to go off sale, nobody's going to buy. They're going to wait for a sale.
Barring things like Black Friday and holiday sales.
Yes, that's
obviously
different. Yeah.
But we're talking about like
just in general.
Tomorrow, going to the store.
If I just decide because it's like August 16th, I'm going to run a sale for no reason.
Starla, when you launch your new collections and they sell out, do you come back and restock one or more times later? Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep restocking them. I like to let my most popular products sell out. Probably my Dragon Lover set of keys are my most popular. I've been making those for like 5 years now. And I let them sell out for maybe a month at a time, but then I always bring them back and I say, they're back, they're restocked, go get them now. And then they'll sell, consistently every day until they're gone, and then I let them disappear for a little while. And then I'll start getting restock requests on Etsy, and I'll start getting messages from people, hey, I had this in my cart and now it's gone, it's sold out. I just favorited this, where did it go? When will you have more? Then I let them know. I'm like, oh, well, be sure to join my email list, and I'll let you know when I have more back. So there's just so many benefits to doing these limited releases rather than consistently having them available.
Busy working said, I saw Macy's 20 plus 15% off an item in the infomercial, and I was like, it's 35%. See, now you got to be careful with that because usually it's not. It's usually the item is discounted. So say the item is $100. If it's 20% off plus 15, it's going to usually be 20% off the top, and then you're going to get 15% off of the rest of it, of the $80. So,
and that's kind of how we do our double dip, where we do for Black Friday. And if you don't know what double dipping is, go back to a video from 2 years ago called How to Double Dip for Black Friday. Mm-hmm. It's one of our most popular. But that video will teach you basically how you can do 2 coupons or 2 discounts on Etsy for Black Friday. And I do 30% off the top and then another 30%. But people, even though that makes sense and people understand how it works, people still, somewhere in your head, you still want to think 60%, but it doesn't quite equal out to 60%. It's just, that's how people see it through marketing. So it's a really useful tactic.
Yeah.
What do we have? How do you tell people it's back? Is it via email list? Everywhere. Email list, social media, Instagram.
Yeah,
all of the above.
Yes, anywhere that you advertise, you should be advertising that an in-demand product is back. That way everybody knows. You want people to know that, your products are so popular that they're selling out and that they need to pay attention when things launch. Otherwise, they might miss something crucial. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do this with digital products. List a limited number at a time. Keep your quantities on digital low. Some of our Handmade Alpha Academy students list a quantity of 3 to 5 for digital, and then right when they sell out, they bring them back. And just having that limited quantity where it says, only X number left on that listing will make people buy it faster. They understand that it's a digital product. They understand that you can have infinite, but just seeing that number to them is kind of alarming. So they are more likely to buy. And lots of our alphas have seen an increase in sales just by reducing that number. For those who do print on demand, it's the same thing.
Yep.
Just, have a limited quantity available, even if you have the ability to make infinite. Because you can always go in on the last day when you only have 1 left, add 3 more to your quantity. Just stay vigilant. Let's see.
I know a maker that always boasts about sales they're making. However, they send emails on a sale every week on everything. I'd rather make money and run a sale once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And
selling quantity doesn't necessarily mean you're making a lot of money.
No.
So
I do a Black Friday sale. Every once in a while, I'll do a fall clean out sale where I'll get rid of all my Halloween items. And then sometimes I do a sale on my birthday in February for my key club, but I really don't hold sales unless I've just got a bunch of products that I can't move for, whatever reason. I don't.
We've got coupons that run pretty much permanently.
Our VIP coupon runs perpetually, which if you guys don't know about that,
sign up to the email list.
Sign up to our email list, because then you'll learn how to get people to sign up to your email list. It'll be a vicious cycle of signing up for email list. No, I promise.
It's okay. I get 60 emails a day from different companies. So,
but you won't get that many from me. You'll only get goodies and notifications.
You only get them when you
videos.
need to get them.
Yes,
You should definitely read all of them.
You should, just like tomorrow, because actually I might not send an email tomorrow since I sent one today.
Yeah.
I don't want to bug you guys, but make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That way you can watch our fan mail unboxing, which for those who are not aware.
Yes. And hit the little bell icon, so that way when you do subscribe, you get notified when she uploads.
Yeah. Yes.
Said unboxing.
And these two have been working their little stubby butts off.
So about 2 a.m. yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just
all for you all.
Not just yesterday.
Yeah, we pretty much did that every day for a month almost, right?
New kind of format with it.
Yeah, we have a shorter...
It's not going to be as painfully long.
It's not going to be an hour. It's going to be 20 minutes. And I know that a lot of alphas are going to be upset that their products aren't going to be on screen as long. But here's the thing. More people are likely to watch these shorter videos.
And see your products.
Which means more people are going to see your products, which means you have more chance of people actually coming back and clicking those links in the description to come to your shop.
And they spent some time figuring out what they needed to add to it to show off the shop and the products a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we won't talk about it too much.
Totally new format.
So hit that little bell icon wherever that's at.
Down low.
Hit the little subscribe button and make sure you're signed up for notifications to the shop. And when that goes live, you'll be the first to know about it.
And what you can also do is let all your people that follow you because of your brand know that on Starla's channel you're going to be featured.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely go get them to take a look, because you might find that some hype gets created out of what we show because our video goes viral.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's always something to think about.
And
first 10 comments get a like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But really, this is how trends start. It's not like I'm some big viral influencer, but
she kind of is.
It's a great way to get your products out
for
there.
Sure.
Getting there.
Getting there in the Etsy world.
And for those who aren't featured, because we did get quite a few packages after we recorded the unboxing, one for Nate.
I know, I even got my first one. You know how happy that makes me?
He's so excited. So
it's official.
So if your product...
Facebook official.
It's Facebook official. So if for any reason your product isn't in the video, it's
probably sitting over here.
For the next video.
For the next one. So keep sending us items. Keep sending us things. Do not send us food.
Or it has to be original packaging.
Yeah, if it's food, it has to be in the original packaging. And please, for the love of God, write something on the outside of it that there's food in it. Because if it takes us 3 months to get another one of these videos out, I don't want to pop it open and die of botulism or something. So
that actually might be a funny way to add some humor to the video.
That'll just be the end.
Just a gag noise.
How do you come?
This isn't iDubbbz.
Let's see. How do you come up with what to write for an email for your email list? I have an email list started with Renee, coached, but I don't know what to do after that. It's Ginger.
Boy.
That's like
That's like a whole video series.
Yeah, that's a whole can of worms that we really dissect in Handmade Alpha Academy. So I don't know if that's something that I could create videos on, because it's completely going to depend based on the objective of
the email.
Yeah, exactly.
Of what point you're trying to.
There's so many different places to start and
'Cause you
different
could be
techniques
funny.
to move through.
I mean, think about in the last month all of the different places that you shop at that you're getting emails from. Some of them emails are really funny and they make you laugh for a second, so you might remember them. Some of them just look like spam and you delete them. Some of them, the images don't load properly because these companies haven't figured out how the spam functions work yet.
How does
Right.
HTML work?
So
Some people put way too many photos and they get flagged. Some people put too much coding in their
thing
emails
is,
and
if
they
you-
get flagged.
If you look through the emails, you're going to see a lot of common trends. A lot of them are going to have very similar things to them, but everything else is going to be drastically different from one company to another, from one marketer to another, from one professional to another.
My advice is, if you don't know what to do and you're not in Handmade Alpha Academy and you don't, have the ability to take a training on email marketing, subscribe to as many email lists from big companies in your industry as you can and model after them.
Because that's free.
That's
usually.
free. And
Yeah.
you can model them. You can watch what they do throughout the holidays. You can steal some of their best ideas and reshape them to fit your brand. There's so much that you can do, and that's what I did. And if you want some ideas, go to Pinterest and type in email marketing ideas or email marketing themes. And there are a lot of really
marketing templates.
templates. Yeah.
That's something she showed me when she was training me on MailChimp. And, it's like every email is its own beast.
Mm-hmm.
It's not...
You really have to think about what you're trying to accomplish with the email and
Yeah.
cater it to that specific theme.
Consistency is very important too. You guys know my Friday emails, when I tell you about Q&A, they all look exactly the same. You know exactly what to expect. The only thing that I've added as of recently is a countdown timer, which you guys seem to enjoy. But other than that, I've been doing the same structure for those for 2 years now. You guys always know what to expect, So I think that is a comforting thing that a lot of audiences will enjoy. And it doesn't really get boring as long as there's something in there that's grabby and fun and it draws attention. For us, it's imagery.
Use emojis.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I've learned. I know that sounds silly, but use emojis. They work.
Yeah, because those
They grab people's eyes.
Yeah, those little dots of color in your email inbox, you can expect that in a text message or on a Facebook post, but when you see it in your inbox, you're probably the only one or the only business in that person's inbox who uses, colorful emojis and fun things. So
Shay's got it right. I think emails are supposed to be simple, but have some sort of entertaining hook that makes you remember it.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, you want to get your message across, but what the point of your email is, you should be able to fit that in that first little bit of text that appears in the email subject line. You should be able to summarize exactly what that is with 3 or 4 words.
Yep.
If you can't do it there, then you probably have too ambiguous of an idea.
Wendy Workart
My
wants
unit
to know.
in the military actually followed that as a principle, that our titles
Really?
could be no more than 5 words long, and they had to have exactly what if you were messaging to leadership, it had to have exactly what you were talking about, and 5 words or less in the line before you were even allowed to send the message.
Wendy
Really?
Workart
Yeah.
wants to know what color coaster you want. These are what what she makes.
These are fancy.
She wants to know what color you
I
like.
like anything blue, so something blue would be amazing, Wendy.
Think about your office space. What colors you got going on in there?
I sold girls.
Let's see. Oh, the spam is a...
God.
Thank you, Nate.
No, you suck.
Yeah, if you guys
No,
weren't
you.
wondering,
Let me,
I do have my laptop right here to try and help with these comments.
There we go. I hit them. They're gone.
I guess it's easier to
Oh,
read
Lord.
from over there.
That's hilarious.
There's 3 of them.
Have you considered a rewards program for repeat customers? The thing is with
They
that,
already get 30% off.
Yeah, they already get a lot, and we have some people that have spent so much money in our shop, I wouldn't even know what in the world to give them.
Our top buyer has spent over $6,000 with my shop She is absolutely crazy about my keys. She has she built a display for them. She is just awesome. She gives them away for gifts. She posts pictures of herself wearing them. She takes pictures of them, like real artsy photos of them outside. And honestly, it's great to do incentives, but you don't have to do it like how many sales you make. That incentive could be, everybody on my email list gets this coupon that I'm not putting on Facebook or social media. Only you guys get it. That's a great incentive. There's a lot of different things. Like, here's a giveaway that only people on my email list can access. Only you guys can enter this. There's other ways to do it besides like doing some type of other incentive where you're sending another product out, because that can get hard, especially if you go viral.
Danielle, she said I make tumbler cups. Where can I send one? Check the description. Our P.O. box is down there. If you don't want it in the giveaway, write something on the box that you don't. If you do, just wrap it up however you would send it to a customer and ship it to our P.O. box.
Yep. Label products. Make sure that if it's for the giveaway, and it's, a lot of alphas will send us one for us to open, and that's like the one that they want us to keep. But then they like wrap up another one for us, and we don't open it. We just put it in the giveaway.
Yeah.
So the one that we open is like the example. We got water bottles from Nerdy Birdie Prince, and we didn't even open one of them. We just kept this one wrapped up.
We wrapped.
Yeah, and we opened the other one on camera that was made for me, and then this one of our alphas who wins the giveaway will get it. And for those who are
great, well, you'll be able to watch
your own unboxing.
Yeah, you'll be able to do your own unboxing of the item as you watch us unbox the very same item. It's like you're there in the room with us. You're not, but it's almost like you are.
And we have that water bottle right over here. I'm not going to grab it because it's got bad words on it, and that's like instant demonetization.
But we will show the bad words in tomorrow's video.
Yes, we do.
And then
what's your thoughts on paid Facebook ads?
1 second. And then the giveaway, guys, we'll probably host that in the fall. We don't have enough products yet to do the giveaway, so if everybody...
We're getting close, though.
Right. So as soon as we have enough products to create a big giveaway box, we'll be doing our next giveaway, because we've done 2 boxes so far. All right. Hey, love y'all. What's your thoughts on Facebook paid ads?
They don't work that well. A lot of times,
hit or miss.
People feel like just throwing money into something that is available for you to throw money into, like somehow that's going to be your shortcut to success.
You can't buy your way into success.
You need to have I would recommend actually learning about marketing psychology so you can create a visual ad that will actually be worth boosting on Facebook. Because you can't just throw up any photo and promote it and expect results. That photo has to be like bomb. And I'm not even like 100% on it. Like every once in a while, I'll create an ad that I think is fantastic and I'll launch it. And it'll be, sucky, and he'll look at our results on it and be like, okay, this one sucked, but hey, look at this one. This one's doing great. And the one that's doing great is never the one that I expected. So
here's the thing. Facebook knows what they're doing, and they understand that people are going to put money into the products that they want people to find. So they manipulate the search results in a way to where the biggest companies in the world that have literally $1 million ad campaigns, sure, like probably a good 80% of Facebook people have a potential for seeing that. But if you're a brand that has like a total of like 2,000 likes on your own page, you can't really expect to get anywhere close to more than, I would say, maybe 200 views on a piece of advertisement for Facebook. Yeah. So if you don't have natural organic following, organic growth, you can't expect the paid side to like make up the difference. You need all of that crazy organic growth and hype and following before you really can even do anything with Facebook advertisements.
Yeah.
And they should almost have like a limit, in my opinion, of like, you can't start advertising on Facebook until you have 5,000 likes or something like that.
Yeah, because you're not going to be able to really benefit from
And
it.
it's
You're
been
not
hit or miss. Like, we've used it with the Rendering Silence band page before, and sometimes we'll get like a reach of like 100 people. But we had one show that we were doing, it reached like 1,500 people, and
Yeah.
we put
there you
20.
go.
We only put $20 into the ad, and the other one I think I put 50 in, and it reached like 100 people.
Oh.
So
That
don't
sucks.
don't
do that.
Don't expect a huge result if you don't already have like a bit of momentum behind your shop. It's not. I mean, if you have $5-10 to put into it, I don't really say there's any harm in it if you've got it. But
Yeah, especially
It could be
if
better
you've got a
spent.
budget for it. But yeah, he's right. You can definitely use that money somewhere else better. It's not to say that you shouldn't advertise on Facebook or social media, but you should just, number one, know what your real expectations are, and then number two,
Have a goal.
Like, have like a realistic goal, something that you know is attainable.
yeah, just be realistic. If you've only got $10 for a Facebook ad campaign, you're better off just put that $10 into your Hulu or Netflix bill. You're gonna get
or put it back until you have more money to run a good ad. Save it.
Yeah.
There you go. And then Wendy, I love sky blue. Sounds really cool, but if you could do like a metallic sort of thing in there, that would also be really cool.
Spacey colors.
Like a flake kind of thing. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Let's see.
Do big brands usually have Facebook groups?
A lot. I mean,
50-50.
Facebook. Here's
Not the way that you're probably thinking. There isn't like a group of 2 or 3 people for Wendy's that like run the whole Wendy's group, and like it's a name and a face.
It's usually
Right.
fans who create those groups.
Yeah, it's usually people that are already like fans of the brand that usually do most of that kind of work for big brands. For smaller brands, though, you should absolutely have a Facebook group. That's how you build hype around your product. It's exactly what
when you
Starla
don't
did.
have money.
Yeah, when you don't have money or marketing, or if you just don't necessarily know exactly what it is about your product that people are loving, a Facebook group is a great way to do research. That's essentially what Starla's Facebook groups are for. It's like, just, I don't know, what's the word for that? Where you do like group sessions of like studies.
Market research?
Yeah, it's like market research for her products. It's also a great way to build hype because, you can share items in your Facebook group that you don't market or you don't put out publicly, and it gives people that feeling that they're a part of something exclusive.
Yeah.
It's all about that allure, right? At the end of it.
And using words like that, like exclusive, VIP, limited. People love hearing those words, and it's going to get people to pay attention. So, Laura asked if I'm still doing shop critiques. I haven't done a shop critique in probably 2 years because we have
No time for that.
over 11,000 alphas.
If she does a shop critique, it's probably going to be something...
A random live session?
Yeah, it'll be a random live session where she's bored and literally has nothing to do.
Yeah.
Because we have so many things coming up, we just literally do not have time.
We have good stuff coming for you guys. So helping shops, just one-on-one individually live, it just kind of... I did that like for my birthday. I'll probably do another one where I have you guys submit shops, but I almost feel bad because I can't do a lot of them because they do take time.
Yeah, it does more damage than it does good a lot
and
of
then
the time.
everybody's like, why didn't you do mine? Why'd you skip my shop? So, and then I feel bad. So, but
and then if it's, and we're not saying anybody here in particular has a bad shop, but if it's one of those things where if an alpha joins in and the shop is really bad, we can't.
Just
I don't
dog on
know.
them.
We don't want to sit and dog on people if they have a lot of improvements or somebody to take something the wrong way.
I would rather
guess.
talk like if they join like Handmade Alpha Academy or something. That might be one of those things where I'd rather talk like privately via email. I just can't do that to the public. There are over 11,700 of you now, so it makes it a little bit hard. Let's see.
How often should I be paying for Facebook or for paying for ads? Once a week or once a day? Can I get away with it? Once a month. I mean, it depends on what you're talking about, where you're talking. That's
your
entirely
goals, time
up
of
to you.
year, what your objectives are. There's no answer to that.
Test it out. Figure out what works best for you. That's like 90% of business.
Yeah.
Test it out. See if somebody else has done it. If they've done it, do it.
Jerry.
If
What's
Jerry.
the deal on people that follow you on Etsy? Is that good for SEO/branding? No, it doesn't really help at all. People just following you just means that they're going to see you in their like recommended
As far as
on
we
their
know.
homepage. No, it doesn't affect SEO. Favorites don't affect SEO. No, they don't affect SEO
I
at
wouldn't
all.
think that they would.
Because if they did, it would be easy for people to do fake likes, and that's why it doesn't work.
Yeah,
Ladders.
you're right.
That's why ladders are such a bad idea, because you don't want a bunch of people going to your shop and favoriting it and then with no intention to buy, because then your conversion rates get all goofed up. That's why ladders are such a bad idea. So if you ever hear about ladders in the Etsy forums, don't ever join them. I think that most people know not to do that anymore, but
Not to use ladders.
yeah,
Just don't try to cheat
like
the
my
system.
page.
If you feel like you're cheating the system, you probably are attempting to cheat the system.
Here's a good rule of thumb. If you think that you're smarter than Etsy, you're not.
Right, exactly. Etsy is all-knowing. Etsy's the
Yeah.
all-knowing entity.
They can see everything that you're doing, a lot more than you think they probably can.
I'm enjoying the vibe y'all are giving off today. It's super chill. I'm over here working and listening to you in the background.
You know, honestly, it's probably because we're all really tired.
we
Might have something to do with
we're
that.
all pretty chill today.
We
Might
were-
have something to do with that.
we were up very late getting that video finished. Very late. I think we
Yeah.
finished at like 1:30.
1:30 or 2.
Yeah.
I still see the waveforms.
Yeah.
Blink and I can just.
Oh,
see
are you
all
ready?
the
I was
lines.
planning on doing the next unboxing next week.
Great.
No, I'm
Let's
kidding.
do it. Let's do it, guys.
He's
It's
like-
fun.
He's like gritting his teeth
Fine.
over there. Let's do it.
It's great.
All right, it is 12:45. Let's get our last minute questions in, yo.
Last minute lightning
yo.
round.
If we don't get any questions, we'll
something
cut it 10
good.
minutes early.
Yep. Well, we've got a 25-second lag. So
Wendy, thank you again so much. I'm really excited to unbox and show off
here's Wendy's coaster.
the coaster. I kept thinking cup holder
The
for
cup
some
holder.
reason.
The
You don't
coaster.
make cup holders, you make coasters.
Wendy work art. She was in.
And I love that she corks them on the bottom. I absolutely
that
love
is
that.
super
It
cool.
keeps it from friggin' moisturizing
getting
my
nasty?
desktop, you know?
Brilliant.
Moisturizing my desktop.
Moisturizing his
Oh my
desktop.
god.
We
Perspiring on my desktop.
guys, I hope that tomorrow's unboxing video makes you laugh. We laughed so much while we were making it. It was a task. It was a chore. It was probably one of the longest unboxing videos we've ever done because we were working with a completely new video software. But
It turned out good though. You guys kicked ass on that.
it's our most loved series among our followers, but they are our least watched
They're
videos.
so long.
So I'd like to change that. I really want to see more people watching them and enjoying them and laughing with us, because I do think that they're a great series. So if you enjoy it, make sure to share it. If your products are featured,
Wendy.
share it with your audience.
Etsy, Wendy, work art. I'm just gonna Google Etsy and
Yeah, it's your best.
Oh my
bet.
luxury
Gee.
coasters for the home with style. That's
Let me see her storefront. Oh yeah, you can tell that she's one of ours.
I
you
appreciate
can tell that she's one of ours. That doesn't sound like a cult at all.
You can tell that she's one of us. She is one of our alphas.
I keep forgetting
Humble
that.
brag. The process works, yo.
I keep forgetting that.
You put her in the chat so they can. Yeah, go check her out, guys.
I keep forgetting that there's like a 30-second delay. I turned my laptop around and then I didn't see it on the thing.
Yeah.
You probably can't see it.
I'll
from back
set
here
up the
anyway.
next one. I think it's the way that it's set up because it's also set for a variable resolution stream and it's supposed to be just 1080p 30.
I'm hosting a giveaway for my launch. I'm trying to advertise it by boosting it on Facebook, but Facebook keeps denying it. What am I doing wrong? You probably have text on your photo.
Yeah.
Facebook will also, they're very strict about how you run giveaways, so it depends on how you're running it. They might be flagging it for that reason.
If there's too much text on the picture, they won't run it. If you want to run it anyway, you can submit for manual review, but ones with text on them usually don't do well. They
No.
don't perform well.
They can't have more than 20% of the surface area covered with text, so that's probably
And in my case,
it.
I've done less and it's still been flagged.
Yeah.
I've had some where it's just been like one word in the corner and it flags it.
Yeah.
Ginger, no. Go as buck wild with that price as you want to. If you want to send us your highest dollar item
Yeah.
as a way of
Do
like
whatever
marketing
you
your
want.
product.
If you want to send us one
go
of
for it.
everything or just one thing, we really do not care.
Oh, yeah.
We
However,
cannot guarantee results, but we will do the diligence of unboxing
Yes.
it and putting it on the video and showcasing it.
And giving it away to
Yes.
an alpha who will probably freak out if it's something super duper
And if
fancy.
it's something that needs customized, feel free to hit us up. Any of our email addresses. I think you have one down below in the description.
And guys,
there.
another thing is a lot of alphas like to make us custom like products with alpha logos on them. If you guys ever need the alpha logo, just email us
if you want
at
the PNGs or the
Starla,
word wraps or whatever.
Starla at handmadealphaacademy.com, and we can send you the actual alpha logo. A couple people have tried to use the back wall logo, and it's a little bit different.
Or color codes. If there's a particular color code you want to theme it for the alpha stuff, we can get you that too. Just let us know. When I post a new item to Etsy, what are the top 3 steps to do next as far as advertising?
Well,
depends on what you sell and what platforms you're on.
Yeah, I wouldn't just post a new item to Etsy, first of all. That's no bueno. You're throwing products out in the dark. Follow what big brands are doing and
Nokia to Taco Bell.
Do a product launch. I recommend Taco Bell sounds good.
Oh, I'm real hungry today, guys.
I am hungry.
And that just
I hardly eat anything yesterday.
Don't just...
No, you didn't. You didn't eat yesterday, did you?
No, I had a half a rack of ribs and a potato yesterday. That's all I
remember the potato. I don't remember you eating ribs. Did they send them to you, or did they...
No, they did.
Okay.
Sorry, discussion in the middle of a live stream.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
We're all tired.
Go to freehandmadetraining.com. Watch Renee Christine's free handmade product line training. Start doing product releases. We love her process so much that she actually gave us some of the videos from it to put in Handmade Alpha Academy just so we could make sure that our students were doing the same thing that her students were doing. That way, if for some reason someone, followed both of us, which is the case most of the time, they would have the very best information. There's no way that I could have rewritten what she did. It is amazing, and it works, and it's what I do. So go to freehandmadetraining.com. Go sign up, get some free, videos to learn how to structure these launches. And then after that, it's just advertising on each platform. I don't know if she talks about advertising them after that. I don't think that she talks about it in that series. But we do discuss it in Handmade Alpha Academy. And I've got a couple different advertising videos here on YouTube as well.
Nate's speech is slower. Yeah, I'm also wearing my retainer while being on live, which I never do, so it's even more difficult to talk. So yeah, I'm not drunk, I promise.
All right, guys. It looks like we have hit all of our questions. Is Taco Bell what we're doing?
Whatever's fine with me. We'll figure that out.
I think we should take a poll. I think we should have the alphas decide for us.
What are our options?
Literally anything.
Literally anything. We could do Taco Bell. We could do Bob Evans. We could do...
You just said that because you want Bob Evans. He always
wants that everything breakfast.
I do, man. I do.
You guys are definitely tired today.
What you guys should also do is check out eRank. There's like a whole section of eRank for trending. So if you're looking for like hot keywords that are related to Etsy, and you need it for like your email marketing or for like your content on social media, like steal some of the keywords out of there and like put it into your own content. I mean, that's probably
the best way to see trends.
Why was that held for review? It's just tacos.
It's tacos.
What the hell? God, YouTube.
Ginger, apparently YouTube is very offended
you
by
see this with my cursor? My friggin' corrupted cursor that's going on here?
Yeah.
And now it's... What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
You're using a 64-bit version of Windows.
Culver's?
I am, yeah.
Wait, I don't think Windows 10 does 32-bit, right?
Just Culver's, 64? Burgers, and custard?
There's like a crappy...
I don't think so.
...version that you can buy.
Ew. Yeah, that has me a little worried.
Do y'all have Culver's? No, we don't.
I vote for tacos.
Thanks for sacrificing sleep. They were super helpful. I vote for tacos. Don't eat Taco Bell.
Make a better investment in your health than that.
Yeah, thank you, Nikki. That's actually...
Of the fast food places, Taco Bell is about the best that you can get. So
unfortunately,
smoothies, lol. I hate food when I'm overtired. Smoothies make me feel better later on. That's interesting. I've heard other people say
I've
that
had the
too.
Quest chips. They're great.
I have not been to Where is it? Not Quest. Culver's. I haven't been to Culver's. We do have them here, though. They're all
Do
over
we?
the place.
Do we?
Do it.
Yeah. We
never
also
even-
have a TGI Fridays. I drove past it. It's still there.
Oh,
They
didn't
had
tear-
to have rebuilt it.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
A tornado came through here and destroyed almost everything, and so most businesses. When we go decide to eat somewhere, we have to ask, like, did the tornado knock that one down, or
Is it rebuilt
Man,
yet?
I feel like
you're in Ohio.
I feel like you guys are gonna stop believing us when we like cancel live streams because it's like, oh,
There's always different stuff.
we had a tornado knock down our town, and then we just had a mass shooting. I mean, apparently Ohio just is not the place to be right now because there's craziness, or Dayton at least. So
Yeah, there's something in the water.
there's
to be
something
sure.
there's something in the water.
doing stuff to the frogs. All right, let's.
Do yourself a favor and try some Culver's. King Taco is the best place for tacos. Culver's frozen custard is the
King
best.
Tacos
We
is
have to
West
try
Coast.
Culver's, apparently.
Let's
Like,
do it.
ASAP.
Let's do it.
ASAP, Rocky.
Let's do it. All right, we'll let you
Are we
guys know
leave?
how it was. What?
All right, we have
Chick-fil-A. Barbara Marine. I love Chick-fil-A. That's a great
So
idea.
the Chick-fil-A in our town is one of the ones with the dual lanes right up the street,
It's
and
a
there's
dually?
and there's usually like 40 cars in each of those lines waiting. It's like at least an hour-long wait to get. And I'm not. It's okay. So it's good for what it is, but it's still fast food, and no fast food is worth like a 45-minute wait.
Raquel moved to
Sorry.
Portugal. Are you, like, offering a place to stay? Because I'd move there.
Do we get like a
If
mansion?
you're gonna make me some bomb Portuguese food, dude.
We gonna get like, you know, all inclusive stay?
Mark will end up looking like Joe Rogan by the time he's done. Just eating all that delicious food and just lifting all the time.
Just getting jacked.
All right, guys, this has been fun. Have fun with all of the trends. Be sure to go to erank.com and go to the new trending. It's not a new tool, but it's been revamped. The Trending on Etsy report, also known as the Trend Buzz. It should be under the reports tab for pro members.
Yes.
For pro members.
erank.com/trending. That is erank.com/trending.
We are not paid affiliates. However, Nate does also work there. All right, guys. Have an amazing weekend. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. It takes a minute to